Hi everyone. So today I'm going to start indigenization of defense industry as I'm going to start the vision IAS security. Okay. So first of all, we are going to study here. This is like 50 pages are there only, and it's very important to study the vision IAS and security aspect. So first of all, CPRI is there. Okay, what is Stockholm International Peace Research Institute exporter list for the first time? India included in that. So an ecosystem where indigenous development of defense equipment can be thrive. This is like self-defense, prevention of economic drain, and strategic leverage and technological development. Okay, these are four pillars of the defense. India is a major achievement in defense indigenization. This is 1958 formation of DRDO, 1960 defense tie with USSR, 1980 integrated guided missile development program, and 1990 the BrahMos JV. Current status evolved from DPP 2006-2013 and 2.9% of GDP of defense. Presently second largest arm importer. Heavy dependence on Russia, France, US and Israel. 0.2% share in the arm export. Okay, this is the current strategy in the defense of ours. And we can say here shortcomings in the defense planning due to absence of a national security doctrine. Red tapeism is there, low budgetary is there. We can see that it's 2.9% just. Dominance of PSU is there and distrust among the private player. These are the some problems with defense industry. Okay, so what are shortcomings? And red tapeism, low budgetary, dominance of PSU and distrust among the private player. Way forward, what is restructuring the decision making process, creating a national security doctrine, defense capital acquisition authority is there. Okay, this is a authority. Judicious use of fund of non-profit organization and private sector. Defense academic linkage will be there. Industrial jewel in the private sector. Then recently 209 items in positive indigenization list of import abroad. 74% FDI in the defense sector automatic route. Defense acquisition procedure 2020 for the increasing the indigenous content. And defense acquisition procedure. Okay, separate capital procurement budget from 2021. This is the separate budget for defense. IDEX platform is there and defense corridor is there, and AI based intervention like ISAR. ISAR is the AI based intervention in the defense sector. Now defense acquisition procedure. What is the defense acquisition procedure? So first of all, recently Defense Ministry unveiled defense acquisition procedure in 2020. Defense procurement procedure which will supersede 2016 Act. Okay, so it is aligning with the vision of government Atmanirbhar Bharat to make India as a global defense manufacturing. So this is aligned with the Atmanirbhar Bharat defense acquisition procedure of 2020. Reduce dependence of the import, improve the budgetary allocations, boost the overall economy, ensure the timely acquisition of military equipments, platform for the system to modernize the and improve the capability of armed forces, to define role of private sector and major contribution to the Make in India initiative, accelerate manufacturing led industrial growth and for capital and technology and advancement. Okay, new category of buy global manufacturing in India is also there. So it is FDI policy will be there, new FDI policy to encourage the foreign original equipment manufacturer, maintenance and manufacturing of defense in India, enabling the domestic industry, protection of that. FDI through automatic route is before it was 49%, now it is 74%. Request for information also there. RFI also in the defense sector. Reservation in the category for Indian vendors. The category of Buy India IDDM Make 1 Make 2 scheme for the production agency design development ordinance factory board DPSU and SP model will be exclusively reserved for Indian vendors. Okay, this is Make 1 and Make 2 is there. Now Buy India IDDM minimum 40% was in the 2016. Now it is 50% in enhancement of indigenous content in the defense. So Buy India 40%, now it is 15 to 60%. and make a scheme, this is 50%, and globally it is 50% now. Faster decision making, ease of doing business, and time bound defense procurement, revision of offset policies, total contract value in the India. So simplification of trial procedure and single stage accord of acceptance of necessity. Okay, and strategic partnership model in the defense is also there. Make in India, this is the Make in India and a system integrated by the building an extensive ecosystem comprising development partners, especially vendor and supplier in particular. So MSME sector strategic partnership will be seek to enhance the indigenous defense manufacturing and capability. Second is defense procurement reform. What reform India taken in the defense? So first of all, Ministry of Defense is there, and the delegation of financial power to the defense service. So there is estimate committee in the parliament, high dependence of armed forces on import before we were. Now we change our policy, slow rate of indigenization, limited indigenous capability, especially on large and high technology weapon equipment necessary for modernization of defense and forces, limited private sector participation. So we are increasing our private sector also. Aim to strengthen the security infrastructure of the country, greater decentralization, schedule of power in army, navy, air force, integrated defense staff we made, and new guideline for the greater financial power to field of formation and competent financial, include the 3 times increase in schedule related indigenization of R&D, Atmanirbhar Bharat, benefit for the armed forces, streamlining the procurement process for optimal utilization of resources, and quick decision making. Expenditure, India is the third largest military spender of world after USA and China, with the defense budget of 73 billion. Distribution of expenditure, total expenditure of 1/3 of allocation of capital outlay will be included in defense procurement. Almost half of the amount of the spent on purchase from the foreign suppliers. Second biggest importer of the weapons after Saudi Arabia. CPRI even told about this. Despite large spending on foreign procurement, India defense preparedness with regard to arm and ammunition increased. Inordinate procedural delay. What are the issues why we are lagging behind that? First of all, inordinate procedural delays, coordination issues are there between the different countries and different ministries. Lack of consistency, even we are not consistent while making our policies. Presence of corruption, political will is not there to improve the defense. Lack of strategic vision. So these were the problems. Now what step government has been taken? First is Defence Acquisition Procedure 2020 to reduce the dependence on import and aim towards aim-bound defense procurement through faster decision making and boost capability of armed forces. FDI in defense sector is 74% import embargo. 2 negative import list or positive indigenization list have been notified with 101 and 108 items and meaning purchase from indigenous sources. Bifurcation of the capital procurement budgets, and now we ensured higher domestic procurement in defense sector. Focus on export to become part of global defense value chain. So we are focusing 35 crore rupees, 35,000 crore rupees. CPRI fact sheet even declared rank 24 even on that. Okay, advancing the timelines like necessity, acceptance of necessity, and trail methodology. Resolution of ordnance factory boards. So these are an operational efficiency, robust procurement system. We are going for that. Early protection of the recruitments, national security strategy we made before that, and improving industrial participation, accountability in the procurement, simplifying the procedure, no delays and corruption, bring accountability, reduce stakeholders, setting up dedicated acquisition sale, dedicated cadre to look after procurement. Investment in the defense procurement has been increased. Self-reliant defense sector, R&D, testing equipments, developing defense industry academia linkage, and quick and transparent indispensable, ensure a secure India, growing border tension. So we are improving our defense outfits. Now defense modernization, what we are doing for the modernization of the defense. So first of all, 15 Finance Commission dedicated to non-lapsable modernization fund for the defense and internal security we made for this. More about fund. Primary aim to fund is bridge the gap between projected budgetary requirement and allocation, and about 2.5 lakh crore we are indicative size of that economy for the defense. Transfer from the consolidated fund of India, increment in the funding, disinvestment we did for that. Proceed from monetization of surplus defense land, proceed of receipt from defense land. Capital investment for the modernization of the defense, central armed police force, state police force. So in independent number of acquisition like aircraft, submarine, drone. Okay, necessity for achieving the foreign policy goal. Regional power, India being a net security provider in the Indian Ocean region, rapidly enhancing the landscape of warfare, cyber warfare, space warfare, for enabling a well protecting soldier, adaptation, newer unmanned aerial vehicle, building research and development capability in military. Nature of threat from border areas such as rapid construction on Chinese side, Indo-China border, enhancing for additional responsibility, disaster and evacuation mission also. Okay, apart from this we taken the Region portal. Region portal is one stop job portal, online portal provide access vendor to take up the for indigenization, encouraging defense entrepreneurship, and draft defense production for export policy, and defense acquisition procedure we taken Make in India, improving the encouraging the defense entrepreneurship. New department for military affairs and chief of defense staff we made for top level of effective leadership at the top level. Creation of integrated battle group. For that we are self-sufficient, self-reliant and bridging size agile formation which can swift launch strike against adversity. Theater command with the tri-service capabilities, integrated air defense weapon system and defense testing infrastructure scheme. A large time taken for decision making and finalizing before the production start, lag between the manufacturing technology and the state of our technology. And public sector manufacturing capabilities we taken DRDO, HALE, Ordnance Factory, and program to indigenous manufacturing. Absence of concrete defense industrial base, so we are focusing on that also. Absence of discourse on nature of future warfare. Okay, so a change in ideology from being major importer to major exporter, providing hand holding to private sector, looking at defense modernization, integrated manner development of industry, defense academia linkage. Now integrated theater command. What is the integrated theater command? Recently Chief of Defense Staff chaired the meeting of Vice Chief of Three Service among other backdrop of concern about proposed model integrated theater command. So current system of military command in India is 1947 and now it is Indian Army, Navy and Air Force all are jointing and multiple command that is vertically split in terms of their command structure. So it is a cooperation between the all three powers. Okay, and 70 military commands of tri-service, no vestige of duplication of resources. Special force command for the nucleus asset for tri-service institution, defense intelligence agency, defense space agency, cyber agency, and armed force special operation division established. Okay, about integrated theater command, it is the for northern command, for western command, for eastern, for air defense command, for maritime and for logistic command. So unified command of the service under a single commander, and here is proposed by the Kargil review committee. Dr. Shekhatkar committee is that Kargil review committee. So at least 6 new integrated commander India Chief of Defence Staff has been given a mandate to steer the theaterization drive. Integrated theater command in other country, 32 country in the world already have some form of theater or joint command is there. Okay, now what is the integrated theater command? It is changing the nature of warfare. Now hybrid, cyber and space warfare demand of cooperation synergy, improving the resource efficiency, better procurement is there. together would ensure the cost reduction in strengthening the leverage defense industry, quick decision making, reform and military capabilities. Neighboring countries such as China, the possibility of active line of actual command alongside the already active line of control. Okay, challenge implementing integrated theater command. What are the challenges? First of all, geographically stretch of India is very vast, so that's why we should maintain that also. To communication and feasible transportation should be there between the territories. Possibility of inter-service friction, so there should not be friction between the inter-service between the Navy, Army, or between the Army to Air Force. And limited domain knowledge and expertise, operational hurdles are there. Who report to whom, it's very difficult. Financial constraints are there. What is the way forward? Eliminating the differences first of all between the CDS and other agencies. Concurrence of military or Ministry of Finance, it is very important. Integration of the various structure. Streamlining decision making is very important. Other reforms are target intervention should be there. So robust and vibrant defense industry manufacturing complex should be there. Border security management. What is the border security management? India has a land border of over 15,000 kilometers. Okay, so, or 7 countries like Pakistan, China, Bangladesh, Nepal, Myanmar, Bhutan, Afghanistan. Further, it has the coastline of 7500 kilometers. Porous nature of border and other systematic issues are there. Develop the capability to protect our border area and varied terrains. So what will we do? First of all, India-China border. So a border dispute between India and China, Aksai Chin, Arunachal Pradesh, Doklam issue, and aggression sporadic. Large-scale smuggling from China, electronics consumer, inadequate infrastructure, multiple forces, ITBP, Assam Rifle, Special Frontier, creating the coordination issue, water sharing issues. So creating a robust structure between the troops movement, Dola Sadia Bridge, development of Northeast region, army infrastructure project with 100 LAC, delegation of administration and financial power to the border road organization, and expedite border road construction. India-Pakistan border dispute, Sar Creek and Kashmir river water dispute is there, infiltration is there, cross border terrorism is there. Okay, time and cost overrun infrastructure. Other issues are include the drug smuggling, fake currency, armed trafficking, implementation of the comprehensive management system to deploy the National Security Guard commander in JNK. India Nepal, there is the increasing extremism in anti-India activity, fear of spread, Maoist insurgency, and illegal activity, land grabbing is there. So establishment of the new intelligence SSB, establishment of border district coordination committee, approval to construct a 1377-kilometer roads along border, development aid to the Nepal. Now India Bhutan, insurgency, smuggling of goods, free movement of people and vehicles. So India Bhutan group on border management and security, cooperation with Bhutan army to prevent sanctuary to insurgent, establishment new border post in Sikkim, general approval for the diversion of forest land. Okay, next is India Myanmar, free movement regime and drug trafficking, no physical barriers or poor infrastructure. So first of all, propose the 13 new integrated checkpost, encourage the SAARC country along with the Thailand and Myanmar. India Bangladesh water dispute, illegal migration, inadequate border fencing, smuggling. So India Bangladesh land border agreement, establishment of border protection grid, crime free stretch, establishment installation border surveillance, raising awareness. A step to can be taken, dispute resolution should be there, no diverse of security forces. So there should be a coordination between all security forces like Naxalite area or any kind of area. So ITBP should be there, and involvement of army like Jammu Kashmir LAC issue, LOC issue of Jammu Kashmir, LAC issue, Indo-Tibetan border, that should be resolved. Follow one force, one border principle, and developing infrastructure in the border area, denying local support to militants. Okay, and increasing use of technology. Next is role of technology in border management. What kind of technology we are nowadays taking? First of all, army is working on converting the entire fence 700-kilometer stretch LOC into smart fence, improving the surveillance and check infiltration. So you can see in this diagram, This is Afghanistan, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, and China. The smart border built under the comprehensive integrated border management system, and Indo-Pakistan, Indo-Bangladesh, and create an invisible electronic barrier on land, water, air, and underground. So LIDAR, light detection and ranging sensors, infrared sensors, cameras are there, complementing existing systems like border guarding, and human surveillance is there, checking infiltration. Where is the infiltration? Underwater infiltration cameras, thermal imaging, vision device, and circuit television cameras are there. So we are taking peoples also, so Coast Guard, PSF, ITBP, Assam Rifle, Indian Navy, and all that. Process is what? Joint patrolling, BOP. Technology is what? Weapon equipment, surveillance, communication. So facilitate cross-border trade, even very blockchain technology is there, identification, tracking the illegitimate trade, improving the intelligence, remote sensing, radar, lidar, SAR sensors are there. Madhulkar Gupta committee was there for border protection, so strengthening border protection and address the vulnerability. Okay, comprehensive integrated border management system is there, improving the capability of border security force in detecting and controlling the cross-border crimes, illegal infiltration, smuggling and contraband goods, human trafficking and cross-border terrorism, improving the situation and awareness also there. BSF undertook the project Bold Quit, border electronically dominated QRT interception technique, use of space technology to secure India border. ISRO will launch a satellite exclusively for the use of Ministry of Home Affairs to help its further strengthen its frontier both in Pakistan as well as Bangladesh. Government has approved proposal integration of communication and surveillance equipment to monitor activity in Jammu Kashmir. Infusion of large amount of fund like technology when is struggling for slow growth, underutilization of existing infrastructure, so including the detection, surveillance, communication, lack of technical expertise. Even what are we are facing the challenges: inclusion large amount of fund, underutilization of existing infrastructure, lack of technical expertise, adverse terrain. We have like changing the river, difficult detecting the intrusions. 12% only Indo-Pakistan border riverine and 37% Indo-Bangladesh border riverine. So erratic power supply is there, not smooth technologies are there. So what is the way forward to do that? Sharing financial burden, US-Mexico model where both the country have jointly developed border areas, and capacity building we can go for that. Private sector participation we can improve that also, and continuous upgradation of the technology, knowledge exchange, experience sharing, and safety and security for the border area. Now, maritime security. What is the maritime security? UNSC summit was happened in for the agenda for the maritime security, tackling the maritime security. About the maritime security, the national security and maritime, economical, environment, human security is there. Okay, to deal with this territorial water, regional sea, and all that. So this in this diagram you can see this is the EEZ, exclusive economic zone. So there is the Sudan area, Tanzania, now it's India, now it's Maldives, Thailand, Gulf of Aden, this whole sea area we can see in the diagram. What should we do? What are the problems? First of all, terrorism is the problem, illegal migrants are the problem, piracy is the problem, environmental catastrophe are the problem, transnational organized crimes are the problem. So what we can do for maritime security? International trade, like first of all to maintain a good communication skills between border and normal area. Coastal security should be there, like there should not be any threat from the border security. Chinese assertion, Chinese rising influence in the Indian Ocean region may threaten Indian regional interests. Harnessing blue tech economy. Marine sector has immense future potential, but its development is potential only secure marine environment. Economic activity depend on marine resources. Technological development should be there. So greater focus on securing our marine environment. For instance, Israeli ship was attacked recently by the drone in North Arabian Sea, killing to the crew member, disregarded for international law. So what we can tackling the maritime challenges? First of all, permanent court of arbitration, China disobeyed the Permanent Court of Arbitration ruling that dismissed Beijing claim on the entire area in Nine-Dash Line, South China Sea. China claiming Nine-Dash Line in the South China Sea in the Permanent Court of Arbitration. Maritime region is global common, so everyone is common there. So there is more vulnerability for that reason. Okay, so lots of jurisdiction are there. International treaty lack of universal character. UNCLOS but not ratified it. Like US has only signed the UNCLOS but that not ratified yet. Okay, so it is also a violation of generating scope. No consensus on definition between the nations, and geopolitical interests override the security concerns. China violation the UNCLOS even in South China Sea. Russia also even. So we can see the geopolitical conditions how it is. Now what is the way forward? Way forward is adopting the 5-point agenda for the maritime security. In the UN Security Council, we taken free maritime trade without barriers, establishing legitimate trade, settlement of maritime disputes should be peaceful, basis of international law, responsible maritime connectivity, need to collective combat maritime threat posed by non-state actor, natural calamity, preserve the maritime environment and maritime resources, building consensus on creation of a maritime security body as proposed the Russian president, universalization of global treaty, and country must become part of the global treaty like UNCLOS, help in agreeing in a common definition of maritime security, national and international mechanism available of deal with the maritime challenge. So security and growth for all regions. Sagar is there. Security and growth for all region in Sagar. So maritime neighbors and assist building the maritime security capability. UN Convention, the Law of Sea and Law of Sea Treaty. Indo-Pacific Ocean Initiative Partnership, IPOP is there. Indo-Pacific Ocean Initiative Partnership is there, will help shape the maritime cooperation in the Indo-Pacific to support the open, inclusive, resilient, prosperous and rule-based maritime. Focus on 7-pillar maritime security, maritime ecology, disaster risk reduction, management among. Quad is there. So Quad is what? USA, Japan, Australia, India is in the dialogue Indo-Pacific region. Contact group of piracy of the coast of Somalia. So we are basically to reduce the piracy in the coast of Somalia. Okay. Now what do you understand by the coastal security? Okay, first of all, what is the coastal security? It is a subset of maritime security and involve the security of the coastal water zone against the threat originating from the sea. So it is ensured through coordinated efforts among the multiple stakeholders, center and state level. Significance of coastal security. So play a key role enabling the holistic national security, importance part in the India's economic development, fulfilling India's geostrategic interest in IOR, Indian Ocean region, and dealing with the climate induced crisis in that region. So what are the evolution of coastal security? First of all, 1974. Okay, first of all, 1974 Custom Marine Organization established for anti-smuggling. Then 1977 Indian Coast Guard was established to prevent the smuggling, protecting the installation, assisting fishermen, preserving marine environment. 2005 Coastal Security Scheme strengthened coastal infrastructure, patrolling and surveillance through sea-layer security system. 2011 attack multi-layered surveillance system for Indian Navy, BSF, ICG, ICISF, and regular conduct in inter-agency maritime exercise to build synergy, interoperability and jointness, increase the cooperation, and Maritime Theatre Command is proposed to integrate, assist the Navy, Army and Coast Guard. Gaps in the existing architecture, lackadaisical approach of state government, they are not improving that, multiplicity of agencies, many agencies, poor coordination, disproportionate focus on terrorism, lack of professionalism, capacity building and technological backwardness, port security remain neglected. So way forward, what we can do for that? Enacting the proposed coastal security bill and strengthening the surveillance, strengthening the ICJ, Central Marine Police Force, National Commercial Maritime Security Document coordination should be there, effective involvement of coastal community should be there, reinforcing coastal regulation zone should be there, and recalibrate the defense expenditure. Okay, next is piracy in the Indian Ocean region. What the issue of piracy? So Djibouti is the area which is code of conduct of Jeddah Amendment. Jeddah Amendment is for the piracy. Okay, so this is Djibouti Code of Conduct established in the 2009 International Maritime Organization, repression of piracy and armed robbery against the ships. So, Jeddah Amendment significantly broadened the scope of Djibouti Code. It covered measures for suppressing the range of illicit activities, piracy, trafficking, and illegal trade in wildlife. So, investigation, arrest, and prosecution, interdiction of seizure, rescue ship and pupil, and piracy and armed robbery, conduct of joint operation. It is Red Sea, Gulf of Aden, East Coast, Africa, and Iceland. 18 members comprises in that, and coordination and conducting to enhance the maritime security. What is piracy? First of all, piracy is the threat and status in the Indian Ocean region, violation and detection or depredation committed on high sea. So it is a rich picking at sea, political instability, lack of law enforcement, and poverty. Hijacking of ship with the focus of kidnapping and ransom payments are also piracy. Trade hindrance is also a piracy. Oil and gas transportation is there, but even they are attacked by the piracy intentions. Nigeria rich in the oil and gas, but they are that also targeted by the targeted tankers by the pirates. Indian Ocean region primarily recognized 2000 by the United Nations Security Council resolution for country piracy operation. So it threat of piracy peaked around 2011. 160 major incidents were reported. Even attacks by hijacking and significantly dropped. For instance, in 2019 also, high risk area for piracy in the Indian Ocean has been reduced. Now sea farer affected from piracy half are from the Philippines, followed by India, Ukraine, and Nigeria also. Global situation in the piracy. One Earth Future Report. One Earth Future Report is produces report stating the global annual state of maritime piracy. While attack has been failing substantially in some region, West Africa been on this rise and are now more frequent anywhere. 112 piracy incident in West Africa and Asia Malacca Strait experience a high number of attacks, and attack against shipping in the Caribbean of coast of Latin America is also. So one Earth Future is one report that states about the piracy, maritime piracy. Okay. Now, what are the efforts made by government? India trade including oil and fertilizer 50 billion from the import and 60 billion from the export. So we are now taking some safety and many efforts to secure our export and import in oil and gas and other kind of export and imports from maritime routes. So Indian naval and coast guard ship have also been deployed there. Plus ship of various nationalists have been web-based registration system we are taking for that. Director General of Shipping is there. Global coordination shared awareness and reconfliction shared that have been established facilitate sharing of information. India, Japan, and China is coordinated patrol, optimal use of combined maritime asset. And contact group on piracy of coast of Somalia. Maritime security program MACE is there. Maritime security program MACE is there. For Indian Ocean Commission has established a mechanism for surveillance and control of Western Indian Ocean. Maritime crime program is there for United Nations Office of Drugs and Crime Maritime Crime Program. Focus on criminal justice capacity building. African Union Lom Charter we has taken for the maritime security. Lom Charter for African Union. African Union and Code of Conduct. Yaoundé Code of Conduct signatory National West and Central Africa. And other than this, addressing the root cause, way forward. What is the way forward to addressing the root cause of piracy problem? So legal governance should be there, and Somalia coastal community should be more efficient to reduce this. Puntland has been successfully fighting piracy since 2008. So what is the Puntland? It is in Somalia. So learning from the Puntland, establishing a maritime police force, also addressing the smuggling, money flow, and capacity building in the Somalia Navy. Comprehensive counter piracy efforts should be taken for that, and related issues in the global scrambling in the Indian Ocean. IOR has become a pivotal zone for strategic competition. So extra regional forces deploy in support of various missions. So IOR falls at the crossroad of global trade. So Hormuz Strait of Malacca is there. Okay. So richness in natural resources such as oil, polymetallic nodules, and fish, ensuring global security for that area. Countering rise of China, protecting maritime ecosystem. We are going to counter the China, protecting the maritime ecosystem, maintenance strategic autonomy in the Japan, Australia and India, Indian ASEAN, associate of South Asian nation and other, strengthening the capability, military logistic agreement, LIMOA. LIMOA is there, Indian ASEAN is there, improving the regional connectivity and trade by SARC and BIMSTEC also, and cooperation with the small littoral state towards the China. Okay, these are some measures we are taking. See, line of communication is there. So from Madagascar to the state of Malacca, from state of Malacca to the 9-degree channel, then we are going to the state of Hormuz. Then this Bab el Mandab is there, near the Djibouti is there, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, Pakistan, then India, Bangladesh, China, Myanmar, and Sunda Strait, Lombok Strait, and 6-degree line. You can 6-degree channel is there, 9-degree channel is there. So whole area we can see in this figure. So this all about the today maritime security.